Welcome back to I Love Kuduro in English, all the way from Angola. My name is Manuel Kanza. Welcome to our program, I Love Kuduro, all the way from Angola. Yeah, so today we have an amazing guest. He was already here in Angola and he's from Los Angeles. I'm talking about Jason Mamba. He's a dancer and creator. He's a social media creator. He has a YouTube channel. He has amazing work. And he was here in Angola for a couple of weeks. And he did an amazing tour around the city here in Luanda. When I talk about Angola, I mean Luanda. Most people come to Luanda first. Yeah, explore Luanda. Luanda is the place people want to get to first, And the first thing that people want to know when they get here is, where should I go to dance? That's the first thing most people ask. They want to know where they should go to dance. So this is why Kuduro is so popular. Kuduro Kizomba Samba, but usually people want to get to know a little bit more about the Kuduro scene. And when they see people dance Kuduro, the first thing they ask is, what's the name of the move? What's the name of the song? Who created it? Who's the founder? Yeah, I know, right? But most people, like the media, we don't talk so much about the creators, Betinha, Avacaloca, Os Muchachos, all those. Why? I think we should mention them more because it's so important to have them in our conversation, because they're still around, they're still teaching, they're still performing. But I know they're old now. They're probably in their 40s, some of them they're 50, but they look extremely fit. Like they still dance, but they don't teach. I spoke with Betinha because I took classes with them. I took classes with Tony Amado. I worked for Tony Amado. I choreographed some of Tony Amado's songs. I had the opportunity to be around these amazing artists, and I was so happy that I also managed to get Muchachos to actually teach my students some of the importance of the foundation of Kuduro and Afro House. So I hope you enjoyed this little clip. It was an amazing moment, just being around these muchachos. They actually, I thought I knew how to dance Kuduro until I got the opportunity to work with them directly. They actually reached out to me because I went to this program called Hot Hour, which means Hora Quente here in Angola. And I was trying to show people that Kuduro and Afro House is the same thing. And I was showing that the difference between Kuduro and Afro House is not really that big. So I was showing some old school movements of Kuduro, and then I was showing the new movements of Afro House, and they were extremely similar. Then they hit up to me, they call, and they're like, hey Manuel, we like what you're doing, we like your work. You were really showing the true similarities, but you missed some points, so we want to show up and work with you and help you do better. So I was saying, yes, please, let's do it. So we met, and that's how we got to do this video that we just showcased to you, and I hope you like that content. Yeah, so I got a little bit sidetracked because we were supposed to talk with our guest of today, who is Jason Mamba, and the conversation I had with him was really interesting. We're gonna talk with Jason, and I hope that you enjoy listening to what he has to say. So, Jason, let's get it.
It's on record. All right, everyone. I'm here with Jason, all the way from California. A big friend of mine. He was here in Angola today. Jason is going to talk to us here on I Love Kuduro, the English version for everyone outside of Angola. And I'm more than happy to have this wonderful friend of mine, a lover of dance himself. He can present himself. And Jason, tell us about you. Tell us what you feel about Kuduro. When was your first contact with Kuduro?
So I do multiple dance forms, street dance, hip hop, house, breaking, a little bit of salsa. So that was my roots. So Kuduro, gosh, that didn't come until 2020. And it wasn't until I met Manuel through Instagram, seeing his videos. And I was like, what is Kuduro? What is this dance? Like, it looks so crazy. Like, it didn't make sense to me, but I like the energy, but the movement was so sporadic and so fast. I just didn't understand how you connect that to the music. but I wanted to learn it. I was like, I have to learn why these guys acting so crazy in front of the camera? Why are they shaking their head like that? And why are they like falling on the ground? I don't understand what I'm seeing. But yeah, it was something about the raw aesthetic of Kudro that wanted me to try it. You know, like
Yes.
you get the connection, but it was just a very raw, sporadic movement. It's almost like they're living in the music, like living through the song. You know?
Yes. I think you just explained what Kuduro is in your own words, and that is what Kuduro is. Perspective. I think Kuduro is the kind of dance that words just don't justify enough. But since you had the opportunity to actually not just experience Kuduro through the internet, but also you took your time, your effort to actually come to Angola. And that's huge respect, bro. You have done something truly amazing. You took your time, you really came to Angola. How was it like, the planning to come to Angola? How did it come into mind? Like, I don't just want to dance, I want to see it for myself. How did you get to that point?
Well, after training with you for a couple of years, I mean, you can only learn so much on the internet. You know, it's like you need to see it face to face and experience the culture to really understand like the feeling of the dance. And I'm very authentic in what I do. So when I want to learn something, I want to go to the source. So what not better way and chance to go to the source and learn it and feel it.
Yes.
So once I got there, it was very eye-opening. It was. I had fun for sure, but I understood the definition of raw Angola.
Yeah.
Like, what it means to like really be raw in the dance.
Yes. And so at this moment, I believe that not many people know much about Kuduro as they do about Afro House. But do you think that people are able to distinguish the difference between Kuduro and Afro House there in California?
No, I mean, I'll be honest. Completely no, a hard no, hard stop. Like here, it's like anywhere in the US, they follow the trends, what's on Instagram, what's on YouTube, and what that is South Africa and Nigeria. And they'll take like whatever hit song it is, like the butterfly move or whatever step is out. And they just do that because they want views and hits. So I have to like teach them and tell them face to face that like, you know that Kuduro is the mother of Afro House. And I have to explain and show them a move to compare it face to face. And like, oh, I get it now. So.
Yeah, exactly. Because most people don't really know that what they dance, what they call is for the Afro House is actually Kuduro. It's just that Afro House became so popular that it just feels like if you're gonna teach class and you say you're gonna teach Kuduro, people will not come. But if you say it's Afro House, people will come. And I think we have to try and find a way to actually pass the right information to our students, because you are a wonderful teacher. I've seen most of your videos, and we're going to talk about your classes as well. I think that people should know through our classes the differences between Kuduro and Afro House, and actually know a little bit of the history. And I don't know if you have found that Kuduro or Afro House looks like some of the techniques of traditional dance, because I know you took some traditional dance and before. Do you think there were some kind of similarities in some moves that you did in the past that look like Kuduro Afro House?
Let me think for a second here.
Yeah.
like so you mean like before I started training Afro House and Kuduro, like before meeting you, or
no, like now, do you see any similarities like on your past classes of traditional?
Oh, I see.
Do you see
yeah,
one?
Sure. So I studied with J-Lo, and I did Tashanda and Ndumbu, and I immediately saw Kuduro in the steps, like right away. And then as I did more choreography, I saw Afro House, and I was like, oh, that's where Sangha came from. That's where Dombolo came from, it all made sense. It's just like they're doing it in a different way, maybe more energized because it's traditional, but it's all connected, you know?
Exactly, because at the past we had the traditional dance, then we had Rebita, which Rebita is the mother of all these urban dancing. At that time, it was like the urban style. Then came samba, and then we got kizomba, and then it just grew cabetula, and then we had kuduro, and now we have tarraxinha, kizomba. You know, so many moves are now just growing really rapidly. And now we are all doing samba lakite, and you are experiencing a marvelous moment taking samba lakite. Tell us, why do you love samba lakite so much? What do you feel about it?
I don't know. So like for me, like my dance style growing up, I have a very soft approach sometimes when I dance, but yet soft and rough. So samba lakite brings both worlds of soft and rough together.
Yes.
Which is like very rare in like a dance to have that.
Yeah.
So when I started doing the moves with Fred, one of your students, I was like, wow, there's a little bit of like feminine energy, but then there's masculine. It's like you go back and you play with both worlds, like feminine and masculine. And that is the sauce right there. Like, so I was like, I want to learn this dance and get better at it, then combine it with my other dances. Oh my goodness. Like Samba Lakate and even Lambula and Kina, all those just like they light a fire in my soul, bro. Like I can't explain it, man. Just,
I told you it's hard to explain this dance, bro. It's hard. It's hard.
You just do it, feel it, and like, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you a little bit of history about Samba Lakite, and for you guys listening to this this conversation here with me and Jason, Samba Lakite is actually a dance which is coming under the umbrella of Afro House. Here in Angola at Casenda, there were a bunch of dancers. I would say. What's the best way I can put it? Like the gay dancers, you know, they would usually create some feminine movements, but they're very strong movements. If you out of nowhere, like just see it spontaneously, you would think like they're trying to do Vogue, but it's not Vogue because you're gonna see some movements in the hips that looks like some African moves. But it's very different from Kuduro Afro House. I won't really say it takes so much from the Kuduro because that's Samba Lakite doesn't have much to do with Kuduro. It has a lot more to do with Afro House because Afro House is the evolution of Kuduro. When I say evolution is anything that comes from something and becomes something else, it's an evolution. So we have to accept the evolution of Kuduro because Kuduro that we did in the 90s is not the same Kuduro that we did in the 80s. The same way that people are rejecting Afro House has been under the umbrella of Kuduro is the same way most professionals at the time in the 90s were rejecting the Kuduro done in 2001. And some of them were like, oh, this Kuduro is too soft because the first Kuduro was so rough, was so powerful. And then after 1999, Kuduro started to become a little bit slow. And people were like, this is not the real Kuduro. Then we had two sides, one with the underground style, with the regional, and one with the urban style, which is the style that Vando Poster does. Because Vando Poster is very footwork. He does a lot of footwork, amazing, but he's not limited. He's a complete dancer. He does many things, but he's amazing. But the way he does the Kuduro, that's the form of Kuduro after the 1999. And that is the Dombolo genre. And the Dombolo genre was the main thing for the next, I would say, 10 years, because when it hit 2009, that's when Afro House started to appear. And then after Afro House started to appear, the same way that the guys from the 90s and the guys from 2001 felt is the same way the guys from 2001 felt about Afro House coming. The guys from 2001, now they're going, this is not Kuduro. This is not Kuduro. So now they're fighting. Now we are on a stage where people are accepting, okay, there's Afro House, there's Kuduro now. And now there's Afro House, and now there's Samba Lakite, which is coming out of the Afro House. And people are like, that's not Afro House. And people are, now it's always like that. People always reject, but then they will accept when they understand. People are afraid of things they don't understand. So it's true. Yeah. And people try to reject Samba Lakite for so long that they are not realizing that now most people are dancing Samba Lakite. When guys do this and then they do. Everyone here, boys, girls, are now doing this movement. Where's that from? That is from Samba Lakite. Everyone is doing it. They are fighting and rejecting it, but they're doing it. And some of the artists that are really promoting Samba Lakite a lot now is Ronaldo Sambala, Sapato do Boica, Scroqui Cuya, Neru Americano, and that guy Bebinho Estraga. And these guys, they got the best hits in the country right now. The best hits. And everybody's dancing. Because if you see these moves, Parti Kama, they are all starting to transform into these movements. Because the best thing about Kuduro is that it doesn't choose gender. It's not discriminating. It loves every kind of forms. There is no particular limit to how you're going to dance Kuduro. It's free. You just got to be creative how you're going to do it. But there's one thing. All moves come from one source, Kuduro. Everything comes from Kuduro. It's all Kuduro. So if it wasn't for Kuduro, we were not going to have Samba Lakite, Dombolo, Afro House. We were not going to have none of this if it wasn't for Kuduro. And Tony Amado is the creator of Kuduro. Thanks to him that nowadays we have all these dances, but because he created something that grew really big. And Samba Lakite was a move that started as one dance in 2011 or 12, which was a movement they used to call Andamento da Fatima Magu. Fatima Magu is a Brazilian lady, and they would imitate the way she walked, and then they would start. Guys and girls, they were doing like Fatima Magu, so elegant, and then it became so popular that they put into the dance and became what it is today. Samba, we took Samba Lakite. So we took Samba and we say Samba Lakite together. Lakite is like slang. I don't really know the meaning of that. I have to research. But we used to say Sambala. Sambala, it means for you to show me your Samba. It's the act of dancing Samba. So we used to Sambala. Before we just used to call it Sambala and not Samba Lakite. This word Samba Lakite is still new here. It's not even like 5 years old. It's not even 6 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, Samba Lakite is new. So if you see Ronaldo Sambala, he promotes that a lot. And the other dancers, I forgot one of the dancers. I'm gonna put the video for you guys to see some of the dancers that promoted a lot Samba Lakite. And for me, right now, one of the dances that I do a lot, that I really, really love, is Samba Lakite and Kuduro Underground, because I see so much similarity between these two.
Yeah.
And I love it. I like power. I like.
You like the power.
Yeah, I like the power. I like
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit of history about Samba Lakite. And I think, Jason, if you keep taking these classes of Samba Lakite, you're just gonna get better at your dance. I think you are among the few dancers in the United States that is actually learning these moves, actually studying under them. And over time, I mean, if you watch your old videos, bro, you're level right now. Yeah, you're another level.
Yeah. It takes so much time, but like look back to 2020 and I was like, ugh, what was I doing? It looked like trash, bro. I was delete that footage. Delete it. Bad mouth. Who the mouth?
I get you. Trust me. Even me being Angolan, before I started to teach online, that was like 2012. I was saying to myself, like, I want to teach, but which style am I going to teach? Which reference of Kudro version, which version am I going to focus on? So at first I needed to perfect my dance before I started to like decide to teach people. And I knew the only way that I could make that happen was by watching old videos of Kudro. So I started watching videos of Tony Amado. And instead of me watching the steps, I was trying to understand his mindset. We don't have too many history moves of his, but I was trying to understand his mindset with the moves, because I see those moves. I don't find those moves in hip hop. I don't find those moves in other places. And that's when I knew this is why this dance became so popular, because it's not the moves itself, it's how they do it. There's a huge difference in making the move and how you do it. There's a huge difference. I can make you think I'm not dancing hip hop, but I'm actually doing Running Man, but I'm not gonna do it like people do Running Man, but I'm gonna do it a different Running Man. It's all about how you do it. That's when you start seeing, this move looks familiar, because it's only a variation, but it's there. It's just the way you do it is different. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I learned from Tony Amado. Then I said, okay, I think now I know so much, maybe I can create my own moves. And I think you can do that now, Jason, if you like try to study more the things that you learn, because I felt overwhelmed my time when I started learning, because there were so many moves I was learning. I was like, whoa, okay, hold on. I need to be at least 120%, at least at 10 moves. Yeah. At least 10 moves. These 10 moves need to be on my head. Like, I don't need to think about it. Yeah. So I started to be repetitive. If you watch my videos on YouTube or Instagram, you'll see in my solos, I always do the same moves. And some people always get really mad at me, like, yo, dude, okay, you can dance, but dude, you're always repeating the moves. I'm like, yo, I'm doing these moves repeating, because the videos that I post, public videos that I post, if I'm not teaching someone, but the videos that I post, that's me training. I'm not posting video like I want to entertain people. That's me training. And I post my training videos. That's how I do. I never train. I never train marking or do slow. I train full out, bro. I get dressed up. I put cap on. I make a style. I'm training. And people are like, this guy's making... No, this is not a dance video, bro. I'm training. And that's how it's working.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So tell us your training method. How do you train, Jason? Tell us.
Oh my God. So like when I'm training, not doing the choreography, usually I start off just feeling the music first, just get into the vibe, right? Yeah. And then once I get into the vibe, once I find 2 or 3 moves, I build on those moves and I repeat over and over and over. And then I make a variation of that step over and over and over until I get it down. That way, whenever I freestyle, it'll just come out. I don't have to think about it. Because if I keep drilling the same step, it's gonna come out of my body. And then after that, then I'll work on, let's say, maybe a combination for like 30 minutes. Get the combo down and then add a variation to that, you know? And then I'll work on whatever I'm like struggling with. I will drill it for like 15, 20 minutes. Like literally I did, oh my goodness, this almost killed me. When you showed me the proper dombolo with your hands like this, in the beginning, my arms burned all the time.
Yeah.
And I dedicated a whole week to just dombolo until I did it right. I got a mirror in front of me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it right. I want to watch your video, pause, drill, watch, pause, repeat until I can do it eyes closed. So that's for me. I'm very repetitive. Like drilling is nature. Even when I was breaking in the beginning, I would drill steps. Drilling helped me get better remembrance.
Yeah. Wow, dude, your training method, you are very like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very rigid, I know.
Yeah. That's good. Strategic about how you're gonna do your dance and how you're gonna create it, because repetition makes you perfect. I believe in perfection because there is no true definition of how anything looks perfect, but it can be perfect for you. But I believe in perfection for me. So when I watch your videos, I see that you are very selective about the moves that you're gonna do. And that's good because sometimes if you just dance without knowing what you're gonna do, you turn out more tired, because when you think about what you're gonna do and you've trained how you wanna do the step, it's like your body gives you the proper energy for you to execute each step. Yeah. So you can actually, when you choreograph and you have that muscle memory of what you have choreographed, you can dance for 5 minutes and not breathe fast after 5 minutes. But if you play the song and you just dance without knowing what you're gonna do, you're burning too much energy with your body and your brain. So you get extremely tired. And that's what I see you. I see your flow is like, I can see it's not dropping, it's not going high, but it's on the level. It's on the level.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I really like that. But also, you can now try to take risk. You can also try to take risk, because that was just gonna make you discover new things. Because I didn't like to post my videos before. I was very reserved about what I want people to see me do because I didn't feel confident to actually post my dance. But people were telling me, your dance is good, I think you should post it. I didn't feel confident. So what I did, I started recording myself with my camera and watch myself dance many times. I was like, yeah, this looks really good. Maybe I can just use this portion of the video to post, but not the rest. I was very
particular,
yeah. And now we're gonna talk about the music selection. I used to choose always any song that would look electronic. Which type of music do you choose for your training? In Kudro, what version of the beats do you like the most?
Kuduro, I like the ones that are fast. I like the very aggressive beats. That's my nature, because my energy is very high naturally as a person. So I'm attracted to more of like the high energetic beats, So the old school beats, those are a different level, like Bruno M. Oh my gosh,
Bruno
I did
M.
one Bruno M song, one, and nearly wiped me out, bro. Like it's like Bruno M. It's like a whole seizure. It's like having a seizure the whole time. Like I want it in my body. I need more training for that. So I have to break down just a little bit.
I know, I get it. I feel you.
Yeah, so energetic but not psycho.
I get it, bro. So you mentioned Bruno M. Is there any other particular musician from Angola that you know? Can I know your top three? Your top three.
Okay.
What's your top three?
See if I'm saying his name right. Ryder Hope, Reader. I think it's Reader. It's Reider.
R-I-D.
I think I'm saying his name.
I don't think I know this guy.
But it's pure Kudro.
Ray held it.
What's that?
Ray held it.
That's yeah.
That's
way off.
Ray held it. Yeah, Ray held it.
Ray held it, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he's huge. The guy is huge because he was huge. He is a huge influence in the spreading of the Kuduro outside of Angola. He does a lot of good contribution for the community. And Ray Eldet has one of the great beats of Kuduro. He has the soul. He has so many good beats that he dropped that we all dance to a lot. So that's really good selection that you have on your top 3. What's the other 2?
And no, what else? Bruno M, and then Puto Prata. I think it's Puto Prata.
Puto Prata.
I love him. I like that. That is my vibe. Kuduro, that's my energy right there. No higher, no lower. Him, everything he makes. Because like he has like the melodic feel. It's raw, but still a little melodic. Like it's like Puto Prata.
Good.
Yeah. So good.
Good. That's for me. The two you just spoke about right now, I would choose the same. I would put those on my top 5. Period. Because Puto Prata, he's a pioneer, bro. His beats, his vibe, his lyrics, yeah, bro, top notch. Most of his beats, I usually dance a lot to his songs. And I actually had the opportunity to choreograph for some of his songs and actually dance and perform for Puto Prata as well as the dance. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I had the opportunity to work with him and it was really amazing. There's one video, Tabatero now, that I was there, choreographed and also participated in the video. I didn't want to participate, but I ended up participating. So it's out there as well. Yeah, so let me hear the last one before we leave. We're at the end. Who is the last top 3? You gave us 2.
Oh, that was 3. It was Bruno, Rai, and then Puto Prata. That's it. That was 3. Top 3.
Oh, Bruno M.
Yeah, Bruno M. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, so I see your style.
Yeah.
You like the raw ones, the real. You like the real Kuduro. You didn't mention none of the guys like Preto Show or other guys because obviously they are not doing like the real thing. Like
blending.
It is the real thing. What can I say? No, I mean in terms of foundation, right? Foundation. Guys that are still doing to this day. Those are the ones that you chose, and I appreciate that. Yeah. So that was amazing chatting with you, my friend. I wanna appreciate and I really appreciate you being part of this talk with me here on I Love Kuduro. And I would like you to, say something to your idol. If you want to send a message to Bruno M or Preto, or how can I say, Puto Prata or Ray Helder, just say something for them. We're gonna make sure that at least they hear you out. And if it's none of the guys you mentioned on your favorite 3, you can just leave a shout out for one musician that you like the most.
Okay. I would say definitely out of all the 3, Puto Prata is my favorite. So I say thank you for keeping your legacy going for us. I'm new generation, even though I'm older, I'm new to Kuduro, but I appreciate everything you're doing for the culture. I'm keeping it going here in the US. No matter if I'm the only one holding it down, I will hold down Kuduro in Long Beach, California. They're gonna get this down below. They're gonna get it all. All the gira, everything.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, Puto Prata,
thanks.
I appreciate you so much, my brother. So, Puto Prata, this is a wonderful message that Jason is leaving out to you. Carry on with your legacy. Puto Prata is currently out of Angola, is actually living in the US. He's very close to Canada, where he's living.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the city, but he's been there now for at least 3 years, I believe. He left when it hit, and Puto Prata has been there for a while. And I hope that Puto Prata, if you're listening to this video, you have so many fans inside and outside of Angola. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you. Everyone loves your work. Yeah.
Yes.
Love,
absolutely.
Yeah. So Jason, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate. We're gonna invite you again on our January episodes, because we're gonna do a reaction video, and we would like you to participate with the other 3 or 5 members that are gonna be on the call for the January sessions. And
beautiful.
Do a reaction, really funny moments where you guys are gonna have to guess the moves that are gonna be presenting in.
Oh no.
You guys are we're gonna have to test your skills.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to go back in my note.
Yes.
I'm gonna call Vandro. Okay, wait, hold up. I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, Jake. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manuel.
Thank
talking to
you,
you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro. Take care. God bless. And
happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yes.
All right, bro. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Bye. Ciao.
All right, so that was my conversation with Jason. I hope that you also feel inspired, not only to just dance Kuduro, but also pick the right song. And yeah, and that was it. I hope that you if you are thinking about coming to Luanda, these interviews are really interesting, so you can have an idea of how people felt being here. One of our first guests, Daria. She was here on the show. She hasn't been to Angola, but she really wants to come to Angola and maybe one day dance with Titika. And Jason, he's a filmmaker. He likes to do some dance documentary. It was really nice to have him here in Luanda. I actually was around with him, and just this whole interview just makes you want to come to Angola and experience what he experienced, because many people, like, when they want to watch anything in regards to the dance or even try to evolve, because I know there are some people teaching and living, with Kuduro outside of Angola. Sometimes you think, do people actually dance a lot in the streets? Not really. People are not actually in the streets dancing all the time. It's just, when there's parties at some places, yes, of course, there's some dancing, but not really that's something too crazy. But there are places at the party, and usually we party from Thursday to Sunday, and it's at 2 a.m. that people really get crazy. That's when we really start to drop in this old school Kuduro, and we get down. Yeah, we get down here in Angola. I'm going to explain to you a little bit of history of Kuduro, how it evolved. Kuduro actually started to change as many musicians like Noitidia, Puto Prata, Bruno M, they brought the different Kuduro from the Tony Amado genre style, and it just helped people to realize how diverse Kuduro is, that many artists managed to make their own style of Kuduro, like Sibeng, for example. Sibeng was also doing the animation type of Kuduro music, and his style actually gave rise to the underground dancers more than Tony Amado, who was more sharp, more clean, more defined. I think Tony Amado was more defined. People, when they come to dance Kuduro, they are very scared of, like, oh, I don't want to drop in the floor, I don't want to do those crazy. No, Kuduro is not about that. We have so many layers of styles of Kuduro, so many different ways to dance Kuduro, That's why it's important for you to watch this amazing podcast where you can learn about Kuduro, and I'll be breaking it down for you in every episode. So I hope that you enjoyed the little content today. I say little because there's so much about Kuduro that you actually can put it on in this contest. So I want to show you some of the things that we also did some extra with Mauro. So let's take it to Mauro.
Mas calma, né?
Mas calma, graças a Deus.
Olha, como eu só quero mais meninas bonitas, bailarinas.
Olá, maninha.
Elas farão,
Boa.
acompanharão na vossa música. Mas antes
Ok.
de vocês passarem para a música, vamos saber quem são os Dance Forever. De onde vêm os Dance Forever?
Pessoal, né, daqui aos Dance Forever, viemos diretamente de Viana, estalagem, e aí a banda. E respondendo também a tua pergunta já agora, os Dance Forever é um grupo constituído por 5 elementos. E estamos aqui para fazer acontecer hoje aqui no programa.
Boa. Esse é o novo formato do programa I Love Kuduro. E nós convidamos os Dance Forever porque temos gostado do vosso trabalho, têm acompanhado.
Ok.
E nós queríamos saber o que é que o Dance Forever acha que o nosso programa I Love Kuduro tem para desenvolver o estilo Kuduro.
Olha, já agora parabenizar a produção e o cenário todo é maravilha. Eu só costumo ver assim nas redes sociais e não esperava ver esse cenário todo aqui. É muito bonito, muito maravilhoso. É uma honra estar aqui, partilhar esse momento com vocês, né? E dizer quanto à questão que tu fizeste, né? Esse programa vai dar muito para a sociedade angolana, porque é um programa que está a viralizar, está a dar oportunidades para os bailarinos, sabendo que a dança em Angola não tem muito assim impulso, não é? Mas esse programa veio dar, né? Ou seja, é uma abertura para os bailarinos. Então é só de agradecer à equipe e aí estamos aqui, vamos avançar.
Boa, Dance Forever. Antes como é que é o nome?
T-Dox Serginho Forever.
Boa, T-Dox, antes de irmos para o tutorial para dança ou para música, gostaríamos que o T-Dox deixasse o nome das páginas e o nome do grupo.
Ok. Pessoal, daqui aos Dance Forever, nossas redes sociais, sigam mesmo. Instagram, os Dance_Forever, Facebook, os Dance Forever, YouTube, os Dance Forever Oficial, TikTok, os Dance Forever 4.
Bem, esse é o momento de você ensinar o toque da vossa música que apresentarão hoje para a Luquênia e para a Márcia. O momento é seu.
Luquênia, Márcia, o toque é muito simples, não é? Vamos começar com a perna direita, né? Que é só assim, vê. 1, 2, 3. Vamos fazer uma pausa pedagógica. Depois daí vamos dar 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamos colar 1, 2, 3, 4. Pam. Depois é só o trabalho. Aqui é um toque já mais assim. Podemos, né? Na perna direita saiu 7. Saiu, vai. 1, 2, em frente, pam. Batemos aqui, agora saiu. 1, foi. Bateu, 2, foi. Última vez bateu. 1, 2, 3 e pam. Trabalha para essa direção. Trabalha mais. Trabalha. Vamos dar mais uma vez. Pam. Trabalha mais aqui. Pam. Uau. Profissionais. Pegaram. Agora nós chamamos os irmãos.
Casar na igreja, espera na paragem. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. Ai bebê, ai bebê. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. Ai bebê, ai bebê. Trabalha mais. Chama. Trabalha mais.
DJ José Maia.
Oh no. Moça, lugar do coração meteram lá e bam. Essa semana de agora, esse mano de agora, essa semana de agora, esse mano de agora. Trabalha, bebê, trabalha, bebê. Trabalha, 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 trabalha mais, chama. Trabalha, 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 trabalha mais, chama. Trabalha mais, trabalha mais, trabalha mais, trabalha mais, chama. Trabalha mais, trabalha mais, trabalha mais, trabalha mais. É nóis. Trabalha, 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 trabalha. Mágico, ai, assim morro mais, mete bebê. É nóis, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis. Tira bebê, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis. Ai, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis. Ai, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis, é nóis. Ai, eu fui, é nóis, eu fui, é nóis, eu fui. Numa borra se bebê, ai bebê. 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 Ai bebê, ai bebê. Trabalha, 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 trabalha mais. Trabalha, 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 trabalha mais. Trabalha mais, 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 trabalha mais. Até embora você, Jorge, agarra mais. Esquenta. Bona.
Right, so today we had the amazing guest, another young artist that is growing really fast, and he's showing so much of his talent. And also, I want to give a congratulations and thank you, Mauro, for bringing it back to me. Yes, and also I want to thank Lucania and Marcia. They are the two lady dancers there. They are actually helping out so you can see the movements, and they're doing the tutorials so you can also learn those movements. We're very happy to have you always here watching us. Make sure that you reach out to us in case you want to know more about our work. If you haven't watched the I Love Kudro movie, make sure that you reach out to us on our emails, and you know how to reach out to us. Don't think about it too much. All right, so my name is Manuel Kanza, all the way from Angola. I Love Kudro loves you, and we'll see you on the next episode.